Hello guys! In this video, you'll learn how to call stored procedures with SQL Server on Agent. In this video, we use the SQL Server database as an example. Here, when we call the stored procedure to the database to do any database operation, we expect it will respond back the result to Salesforce. In this case, we need to have the input and output parameters in the stored procedure and create a request and response interface corresponding to those parameter types. Prerequisite. Before learn how to call stored procedure with SQL Server on Agent, you should understand how to create integration, connection destination, adapter, metadata provider, repository, interface. This function we already explained in another video on our YouTube channel. Step 1. First, you need to complete a few required steps before you can call a stored procedure. You need to create the stored procedure first. Here's my SQL Server database. You need to click on New Query to enter the code for creating a stored procedure. Here's the name of my stored procedure, Mr. This step means you want to call a stored procedure to insert a record into your database table. For example, I have many tables in my database, but I want to insert a record into the table named TBAccount. So, in this step, put your table name. My table has 5 fields: ACC_ID, IC number, AC name, AC billing city, and IC billing country. For stored procedures, we have output parameters and input parameters. We use input parameters to insert records from Salesforce into the database table. For example, the parameter ACID_input is used to insert a value into the ACC_ID field of the table. Output parameters are used to return values from the stored procedure back to the Salesforce. Make sure your stored procedure code is correct, and then click Execute. Now we have successfully created the stored procedure. After creating the stored procedure, we need to create a message type using the stored procedure. After creating the metadata provider and repository, click on Import Database Metadata to create a message type for the stored procedure. Now you will see this pop-up screen. For the deployment options field, we support 2 options. On-premise. Software is installed and runs on a company's own hardware infrastructure and is hosted locally. On cloud. Whereas cloud software is stored and managed on the provider's servers and accessed through a web browser or other interface. Choose on-premise. For the connection destination field, choose the connection you created. For the adapter name field, choose your outbound adapter. For the object type field, we support 3 object types: table view and stored procedure. In this video, we will show you how to generate a message type for stored procedure. So please select stored procedure. Click on Retrieve Database button. Select the stored procedure you created earlier and click on Create Message Type button. Now you can see that your database message type for the stored procedure has been created successfully. After successfully creating the message type, we need to set up the interface to do the processing. Navigate to the Interface tab. We need to create a request interface and a response interface. In this use case, we use the request interface to call the stored procedure to insert data into the database table, and we use the response interface to send the result back to Salesforce. Click the New Interface button to create the request interface. Now you will see this pop-up screen. If you want to learn more about how to create an interface, please check out another video we've already posted on our YouTube channel. Now, enter your interface name. Request interface. Choose account. Select on deployed status. For operation type, select stored procedure. For direction, choose outbound. For adapter, choose your outbound adapter. For interface API version, choose v3. For metadata provider, choose the metadata provider you created earlier. Choose your repository. For source target message type, choose the root node for your store procedure name, then click the Save button. Now we need to do mapping. Click on Open Mapping. Here's the structure of the outbound database message type for stored procedures on the Mapping tool page. You can see the source side, which is the S object, and the target side, which displays various input parameters and output parameters. We need to map the tree. Map account to input_parameter. Then we need to map field to field, like account number to AC number_input, billing city to AC billing city_input, billing country to AC billing country_input, name to AC name_input, and ID to ACC ID_input. After successfully mapped, proceed to define the external key, and then click on Save button. Now we need to create the response interface. Navigate to Interface tab. Click on New Interface button to create the response interface. Enter your interface name. Response interface. Choose account. Select on deployed status. For operation type, select upsert. For direction, choose inbound. For the adapter, we don't need to add an adapter for the response interface. For interface API version, choose v3. For metadata provider, choose the metadata provider you created earlier. Choose your repository. For source target message type, choose the root node for your store procedure name. Then click the Save button. Now we need to do mapping. Click on Open Mapping. We need to map the tree. Map output_parameter to account. Then we need to map field to field like AC number_output to account number. AC name_output to name. AC billing city_output to billing city, and AC billing country_output to billing country. After successfully mapped, proceed to define the external key, and then click on Save button. Now we have successfully created the request interface and response interface. Then, we need to link the request interface to the response interface and link the response interface back to the request interface. Click on the request interface. Scroll down to find the Inbound-Outbound Setup section. Then click the Edit icon button for the response interface. Choose your response interface to link it with the request interface, and then click the Save button. Now click on the response interface. Scroll down to find the Inbound-Outbound Setup section. Then click the Edit icon button for the request interface. Choose your request interface to link the response interface back to it, and then click Save. After successfully linking the request interface and response interface, we need to proceed with the processing. Navigate to Agent Control Board tab. Select your request interface to start the processing. Call the stored procedure to insert the record into the database and respond with the result back to Salesforce. Click on Send button to process manually. After successfully executing the interface, all records from the Salesforce side will have been sent to the database table, and the results will be sent back to Salesforce. Now go to the Message Monitor tab. Then click the Search button. You can see that 5 completed messages have been created. You can see the message has the request and response message. Now check the results in the database table. You should see 5 records that were received from the Salesforce side and have already been responded to back in Salesforce. Now I'll show you how to process data with Scheduler Processing. Navigate the Scheduler Setting tab. Find the Scheduler per Interface section, then click on the Time Setting button. For example, you use the Frequency Run Every Minute option and set the value to 1. Then click on Save button. This means your interface will run every 1 minute. Now click the Start button to begin the processing. Click Yes. After starting the scheduler successfully, you will see that the status is started and the comment is running. After 1 minute, The scheduler will execute the interface to complete the processing successfully. Go to the Message Monitor tab. Then click the Search button. You can see that one completed message has been created by the scheduler processing. Now check the results in the database table. You should see one record that was received from the Salesforce side and has already been responded to back in Salesforce. Thanks for watching.